put a little bit on there. Okay. Kind of smells the mousetrap, makes the mousetrap car smell pretty good too. Okay. Do you want to put on that, or you want me to? If you hold the axle. If the students are working in a team of two, it probably would work out okay if somebody held the car, like if I hold this for you, and if you push down and try to spin that as you put it on, but you have to push down from the spacer.
Yes, spin.
I would kind of like spin as you push it on there.
How far does it have to go?
It's got to go quite a ways. Let me try that. See. If I can do this.
Flying tires.
Oh, I see it really.
Yeah, you got to really kind of push it from the
Hold it
center.
from
Try not to.
underneath.
If you pop that off, I would try to get it back on. Sometimes you have to take that washer right back off to get the seat back on. That's what I think I'm going to do. Put that on there. Can you just hold the car for me? Try this again. And see what I did, what we did is we pushed down on the CD instead of the spacer and we popped it off here. Okay, so once it gets over that edge, it slides, kind of nice. And now you have a little bit of side motion. You don't want it, if you have too much, it's going to wobble all over. But you definitely don't want it so tight that it's right up against the straw. So I think it would put that, if you could hold that car for me just a little more. I'm going to kind of move it down just a little bit more. Okay, and that's not bad. Now, the next thing to look at, if you look at the way the CDs are on those washers, it's got quite a bit of wobble, right, which is going to waste energy. So what I would do is I usually have the kids, they put their finger over here, and you could kind of use their finger as a guide. You see how I can figure out which is the closest part to my finger. See what I'm doing, Mark? It's the closest right there, right? So usually what I do is try to have them adjust it. And see how much better that is already. I mean, if they play around with it, they'll get it perfectly. Should be able to get it like perfectly centered, so you don't get that wobble. Okay, I'll adjust this one. Yeah, see, it's pretty good. This one is almost perfect. This one, let me slide this in a little. And honestly, when the kids are putting them on that site, it's just as quiet as this. They're all just watching, not a sound. Okay, it's not too bad. So do you two want to try that? And I'm going to go get Diane some sandpaper. Because she's got one axle that's really kind of tight. And that's one of the things, since they're made out of wood, there is a little bit of a variation in the thickness. Okay, that's really pretty good. Okay. And so you want to just hold that on there, and we'll just kind of like sand it down just a little bit.
That's a nice trick of the trade there.
Yeah, just maybe the other one. Want to try it? See how. No, I bet you it'll spin in there a lot better. I'm sure you
Real
took
life,
off
you
at least
think
like
we're gonna
10
really do
thousandths.
this?
What's that? A lot better?
Yeah,
Want to sand a little more?
not as good as this one. That one.
I think that's pretty good.
Okay, drop. Jeff, a little. Like a little drop.
Yeah, or
Soap in
actually,
there?
I usually tip this part in.
I was thinking that, but I was watching before, I thought you said drop it, and that's what
Yeah, I guess it depends what kind of kit you have. If you can trust me with that, yeah. And then it's kind of tight to get in there. But when you first get it started, you know, once it gets initially in there, then it kind of slides easy.
So it doesn't matter, so this has a button sign up, doesn't matter?
Yeah, I would say this kit, it's not
Well, I'm just
all that
asking
usual.
questions.
Didn't listen to what I said. Usually I have them put the small part on the inside, but I don't know why they put that way.
Okay.
It doesn't matter which way it is.
Okay.
It's totally up to you, or up to them. Okay, Mark, you got the back on? Trying to get them adjusted. What would help if you wanted to, just what we did on the drill with hers, you could sand this edge just to round it over a little bit, which would make it a lot easier to pop in there. But once you get it in there, see how, you know, once you initially get it on there, then it slides on pretty good. And then just kind of twist as you push. Yeah, it's popping on there, yeah.
How come my shiny side's on the outside?
Oh, because that's the way you did, but that's okay. You want the shiny?
No, it doesn't matter.
You want it the other way,
No,
right?
I don't.
I'll show you that. I can
No,
tell
as
you.
long as it's on there.
We'll put it on the other end. Whoops.
I don't.
And now I got the shiny part on the outside.
Oh, yeah, because you put it on the other end.
Yeah.
You
Get it?
No, I'm not.
Put some juice on it?
Yeah,
It's tough.
I put soap already on that, and soap on that, and it still doesn't
Let me
work.
try it.
Go for it.
But at least now when the kids are doing this and they come, you know, they can't do it, at least you have an appreciation of how difficult it is.
Yeah.
And also you'll appreciate
Another method, if
Might
you,
help if I put it through first. Oh, then I
Oh,
put the
this is
soap
my
right
method isn't doing very well right now. I'm waiting for a new method.
you do a plan B, if Bruce has trouble with that, I'll show you another way to get it on there.
Well, the question is, I need to figure out how to get it on there.
The problem is once you get the soap on your hands are slippery as well.
Yeah. This is tough.
Yeah, it's practice. This might help you out as well. If you
Squeeze it.
No, if you at least hold it, that will hold the axle in place. You want to try it?
I got the,
Like I said, if you can just get it started, then it pops right on.
I got my grip, I will.
I kind of like the idea of
I got-
sanding the
I
edge
got
down a
the
little
soap
bit.
on the
We could do
grip.
it. Sure, we could do that.
You know, in my group.
Do you want to? I'll tell you what. How about if I pop that one on for you, and then the next one you can sand that front end.
Yeah.
It's that much easier for the CDs to pop off underneath, you know, under load when they're actually using them. Try.
I got the smart one stuff on.
Want some more
Can you
juice
see
on
what I'm
it?
doing? Sure. I'm like hold it, and then
Yeah, I
I've got my thumb here, and I'm kind of like twisting.
Twisting it on so it's tight.
Yeah,
to the-
twisting as you push. Yeah,
Yeah. Almost like you're screwing it on.
exactly.
Is it possible to put so much soap on there this thing warps?
I don't think
It absorbs into the...
It's closed.
You got it?
Okay. So for you,
That's what I think is a two.
you want to sand the edges now, right?
Yeah.
It's a two-man job.
Oh, no.
So you can pop that in there. And just,
Oh, so it's
I'm
a
starting to
two-man. It's a
see.
two-man job.
Best technique to adjust the wheels.
okay, what I would do is spin it until you can find whichever part is the closest, right here to the rail, and then kind of that'll tell you to take this part and move it outward. So if you kind of,
Can we eat again?
There's more pizza.
it's a lot better, right? So now we can. It's still a little closer right there. It's not too bad. This one's still kind of way off, right? So again, if you want, I don't know if you want to try it, but you see this is, let's see, that's the part that's the closest. So if you take it, just kind of like rock it that way a little bit on there, and it should get better. And you're almost ready for to do our roll test, right? And then we can, I'll show you the PowerPoint, and